I got married. You were aware. You were there. You remember some of it.
Some of it.
Yeah, yes. I like that there's also a recurring theme that keeps coming back up. So that's good. From the wedding, as you can imagine, they come the honeymoon. So myself and my wife, Petula, decided we obviously had talked about it before, but she always wanted to go to Japan, and I'd already been, so she didn't really want to go there again because I'd already been. But I was like, I would go again in a heartbeat. Like, oh my god, why wouldn't you go? So we did Japan. We did 2 weeks in Japan, and then she wanted like a sun holiday kind of destination-y thing. So we did Thailand for a week. We did Bangkok and we did Phuket, and then from there we went to India because my wife is Indian, and we went to go see some of her family that couldn't make it to the wedding, and obviously the other members of her family that were there and around. So it was crazy. So it was like 3 completely different holidays. They all had a different vibe and a different feel. It kind of really broke up. We were gone for a month, so it really broke up the month, which is the longest time I'd ever been away from work. Do you know what I mean? Any kind of holiday. I've only ever done maybe three weeks, maybe max, before. I went to Australia and New Zealand a couple of years ago, and that was the longest up before then. So 4 weeks. It didn't feel like it, to be fair, because we split it up so much. And but coming back to work was rough. Oh man, the first Tuesday back was real bad. Real bad. But that was about 3 weeks ago now at this stage as of recording. I know we like to date ourselves in these podcasts, so it's pretty funny. I always enjoy how we say we always seem to like dox ourselves with the date with some kind of way of time stamping when we've recorded. So it's pretty funny. I will say, you said previously on a podcast as well that you didn't really have interest in Japan, which was surprising. That doesn't do anything for you. I was like, not at all?
I think, well, like a little bit, but I think not in the way that like the sort of the nerd drawing kind of attracts people to Japan. Like, I think I would go there if it was an option, but like it wouldn't be the top of my list. I don't have like not the hardcore calling that like the nerds have, if that makes sense. It would be another cool destination to go to. Like, it would be up there with New Zealand and other places, but I can't say that it would like win out in a fight if I had to pick one.
That's fair enough. I mean, that area and that like specific kind of like pull that people have, that's like literally one part of Tokyo called Akihabara. That area, that's the one you want to go to if that's the kind of vibe you're going for Japan. But like, I didn't have that pull either. I just wanted to go there because of the history, the culture. Like, it's so, for lack of a better term, like so alien. Like, it's so different. It's not like, obviously you travel to Europe and you kind of like shrug your shoulders at this stage because all the European cities are just, European cities. They're not wildly different. If you know what I'm getting at. But then you go to Japan and you're a white man and you just are not in the majority anymore. You're the weird one. You're the one that stands out. And I did it the first time I went, I can't remember the year, 2016, 2015, something like that. I went by myself. It's the only time I really traveled by myself in such like an extreme distance. And that was unbelievable. Like, geez, traveling by yourself is something else. I highly recommend everyone give that a go. But I did that to Japan, and that was just to see a different culture, a different place. And it's just an incredible country. Like, the people are amazing. The food, oh my god, Aaron, you'd go for the food. Do you know what I mean? That's Petula's big thing, and everything was just food, and we had so much good food. Fucking hell.
You are speaking my language with food.
Yeah.
I will admit, food is tempting. I am a food orientated animal, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And that's some of the stuff that we did. I mean, we got in, we did Tokyo, we did Kyoto, and we did Osaka. So Tokyo's obviously the big one. That has an insane population. It's one of the biggest cities I've ever seen in my life. It's just undescribable for a little Irishman to go to a city like that. And I know you were describing America like yourself. The size and scale is just something else that you don't realise till you're in it.
Yeah, Manhattan is also that sort of like intimidating, mind-blowing scale where you're like, oh, we don't do this at all. Because like before being there, I was thinking like, London's a big city, and then I'm standing there and I'm like, London is like my city compared to London. When you compare it to Manhattan, like there's just such a difference, and it's like, oh wow, I have not experienced anything like this, and I have never felt more like a country yokel in my life than standing in the middle of that city.
I Would Have Been Your Podcast, only on Patreon.